Welcome back. Time now for the Morning Rush. Agents with the New Mexico Attorney General Office are likely combing through records they obtained in a search warrant executed on UNM's Lobo Club. Now, the search warrant says that witnesses claim the Lobo Club tried to collect debts owed on suites, but the search warrant states there was a specific list of donors that were only to be contacted by KRQE if they owed money. Witnesses say KRQE would still give tickets to those who owed money, expecting they would not withhold large donations to other parts of the athletic department. Now, the AG's office says that could be considered a violation of a state conduct act and possibly violate the New Mexico money laundering statute. Meanwhile, another shakeup in UNM's athletic department is happening. Assistant Athletic Director Brad Hutchins is leaving the university, and current Athletic Director Eddie Nunez said we can expect more announcements in the coming days and weeks about other changes happening in that department. Nunez sent News 13 a statement confirming Hutchins' departure. In it, Nunez writes the university is agreeing to pay Hutchins $175,000 to leave. Nunez would not say why Hutchins was leaving. Kristen.
Looking at increasing cloud cover through the day today, even some showers over the northwest this afternoon, continuing to fill in as we get into the nighttime and overnight hours. This will spread further into the state. Looking at rain in the lower elevations, mountain snow, ice, and then on top of that, converting to snow out across the eastern plains by Saturday morning. David?
We now take a live look outside St. Martin's Episcopal Church in Houston, Texas, where this morning the casket of President George H.W. Bush will remain until his funeral later today. This morning, this comes after an emotional state funeral at the National Cathedral yesterday, where number 43 honored the life of number 41. Bush's casket will leave the church in Houston today just after noon, where it will be taken to Texas A&M University. That's where Bush will be interred in his presidential library next to his wife Barbara and daughter Robin. Well, the CDC is now saying there are 18 more confirmed cases of the polio-like illness, acute flaccid myelitis, or AFM, than was reported last week. Now, so far, the agency says there have been 134 confirmed cases in 33 states this year. The CDC says most people who experienced AFM also had a mild respiratory illness or fever consistent with a viral infection before they developed it. Now, more than 95% of patients with AFM this year have been children younger than 18. The average age of those infected was 5. Well, happening today, an evidentiary hearing is scheduled for Jessica Kelly, one of the suspects charged in the horrific murder of Victoria Martins. Now, this is we are learning of a new request by Kelly's attorneys. 10-year-old Victoria Martins was murdered and dismembered back in August 2016. Now, Kelly's attorneys are now reversing their request to have the child abuse resulting in death charge dropped. But in their response, prosecutors filed a motion asking the judge to rule on the child abuse resulting in death charge. Now, this morning, New Mexico Senator Tom Udall is moving forward with his push to ban e-cigarettes across the country. Udall is co-sponsoring the Smoke-Free Schools Act of 2018. It would prohibit e-cig use in educational and child care facilities, as well as create funding for prevention programs. Now, 52% of New Mexico teens say they have used an e-cigarette device. That compares to 42% for teens nationally. New at 6, New Mexico racing regulators are expected to decide today if they will issue a license for a horse racetrack and casino. It would be the 6th and final license issued for the state. Now, under the state's compacts with casino operating tribes, only 6 racinos are allowed here in New Mexico. Now, there are 5 applicants for the license. The 3 are for Clovis. 1 involves a moving grandstand. 2 other projects are proposed for Tucumcari along Route 66 and Lordsburg. Kristen.
Cold morning temperatures in the 30s now, but we are looking at showers later on this evening into the overnight hours, and that's what's fueling that Metro Threat Index to a 4 today. Do expect that number to climb as more rain and even snow is expected here in Albuquerque tomorrow. David?
Albuquerque police are using bait packages to try and catch porch pirates in the act, and you can help out. Inside the phony package is a tracking device that will help officers track down the thief. APD says anyone can volunteer their home and allow detectives to put bait packages out on their porch. Now, if you'd like to partner with APD for this, we posted information at alwaysonkRQE.com. New Mexico's own Brian Urlacher is preparing to head to the 2019 Pro Bowl, but this time he's going not as a player, but rather as a captain. The former Chicago Bear linebacker will help mentor the Pro Bowl players leading up to the game on January 27th. It's in Orlando, Florida. Now, Urlacher was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in August.
Time now for a check on that morning commute. Right now, we don't have anything major out there. Clean and green across the city. We also have eyes out on the Big I, and that looks good too. So we'll keep updates for you throughout the morning and let you know if anything pops up.
Well, happening today, the inaugural Deck the Hill holiday event in Nob Hill is kicking off. You may remember this event used to be called Shop and Stroll, but after poor business from wet and cold weather and construction along Central due to the ART buses, officials are revamping it. It's now being called Deck the Hill. You can find that happening from 5 to 10 p.m. Residents can take a holiday tour of shops and pop-ups in Nob Hill while enjoying some food, drinks, and music. Deck the Hill will happen every Thursday leading up to Christmas.
We're taking you back 40 years ago on this day in New Mexico. Gascon out there in Mora County picked up 28 inches of snow, the highest one-day December snowfall total they've ever seen, and the third highest ever recorded at that site dating back to the 1950s. Alrighty, we are switching gears now and taking you to the 5 facts. We begin now with number 5. We're talking about the UNM women's basketball team waking up winners this morning after a victory over the UTEP Miners in the pit. The Lobos won by 18 points with a final score of 69-51, advancing their record to 6-1. They're now preparing for a matchup with Northern Arizona on Sunday.
And number 4, APD is putting a new plan in place to try and catch porch pirates in the act. The department says they're using phony packages with a tracking device inside that will help officers locate the thief. Now, APD says anyone can volunteer their home and allow detectives to put those bait packages out on the porch. If you'd like to partner with them, we have a link at alwayson.krqe.com.
At number 3, increasing cloud cover through the day. Showers already developing over the northwest. That will continue this afternoon. Overnight into the day tomorrow, looking at low elevation rain, high mountain snow, and an icy mix out across eastern New Mexico.
And number 2, parents are continuing to speak out about a Cibola High School teacher recently involved in a racist incident. Now, some parents are now supporting the teacher. APS announced this week it cut ties with a teacher who is accused of cutting a Native American student's hair and calling another Native American student a racist comment. Now, it happened in a language arts class on Halloween. After an apology from APS Superintendent Raquel Reedy at a district board meeting last night, 2 parents spoke in support of the instructors, one saying the teacher made a mistake but was still a good teacher. And at number 1, newly released video will likely be used in the case against a therapist now facing rape charges. In the video, we are hearing the police interview with one of Dr. Lamar Edgerson's clients. Now, she is accusing him of multiple sexual assaults. The former client of his is the only victim whose allegations have led to charges. In February of last year, the woman told APD that Dr. Edgerson would put her under hypnosis during the therapy sessions. It was one incident after that where she alleges that a rape took place at the doctor's home.